So it seems that the true power of the Torah, the Pentateuch, is that it carries inside of it a very powerful secret. I suggest we think about the Torah and the books of Moses as a container filled with bubbles and, foam and those sniblets, and a very special content inside. The great thing with what Master Moshe did was to devise a system to base a kind of what I call, public key or public part of a key in the framework of people of national religious structure. He knew, or was part of, a very ancient tradition hinted to by events that he describes in his writings or mentions, which is chanting the 4 Hebrew letters Yod, Hey, Wav, and Hey in the form of a mystical mantra by putting the Hebrew term Ani, which means I am, in front of these 4 letters. saying Ani Yod Hey Vav Hey. Now, this name Yod Hey Vav Hey is embedded in the story of the Torah. When Moses encounters God on in the flaming thorn bush, I want to make sure here that I'm not going to state that the name of the Almighty Creator is Yod Hey Vav Hey. What we are going to find out is that this powerful mantra and the associated yantra, a whole tradition around that name with practices and tools, was preserved and embedded in a system that Moses gave the sons of Jacob in the wilderness. Now, when we are saying Ani Yod Hey Vav Hey, we are saying I am Yod Hey Vav Hey. The name Yod Hey Vav Hey basically is a Hebrew form, and the truth is to be. We could say that Moses creates and envisions the most earthly, physical, and ritualized religion possible, to hide in its core a key to a realization that is as ethereal, as individual, as transcendent as possible. So he creates assembles all these myths and traditions of the ancients. He writes and creates a history for his people and gives them roots even in the beginning. So he gives them identity. He then gives them a very reasonable secular administrative network or structure. And he composes this religious codex that would shape the society. All of this was done to create a physical entity that would take into the future, into the generations, by the hundreds of thousands and millions, the knowledge of the name Yod Hey Vav Hey and the power of the mantra, well, of the name. Of course, Moses did something else. He created the priesthood of Aaron, his brother, to guard the what I call inner key in the mystical and esoteric inner tradition. Only the high priest was aware of the power of using the mantra and yantra only the high priest was allowed into the most holy in the temple once a year. We would stand in front of the altar and of the tables of the covenant and the cherubs, and he would have to go through a cleansing process before and purification. And then he would stand in front in the most holy of the temple and intonate the name Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh. And that was according to the official regulations of Moses. So that wasn't the secret part. But the high priest knew that chanting the mantra and focusing on it is a certain way to realize that that I am oneness. I mean, we are saying Ani Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh with that meaning I am isness. The name Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh basically is a form of to be, sometimes seen as the third person singular future tense, as I will be, or he will be. But or in addition, according to Hebrew use of letters in the alphabet, basically what we can say, it is a form of to be in all the three tenses, past, present, and future. So it's being, or it's isness. And when we use the mantra and we do the visualizations, we're saying I am isness. Ani Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh, I am being. And while we let the energy of the mantra, the energy waves of the yantra, tune in with the frequency of existence, we start to realize that we that chant are no longer our small self ego, but we do become a hollow bamboo through which existence sounds I am existence. And it is in this transcendental experience that we try to purify our shells, so to speak, heighten the vibration in our direction we are moving, to one day fully dissolve in the realization of Ani Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh. I am isness. Everything that ever was, everything that ever is, everything that ever will be. the founder of the work of the Chariot Trust, used to say, go and chant the mantra until one day you wake up and realize that you are what you have always been, the birthless, deathless creator, preserver, destroyer of the universe. So basically we dissolve in the unity that is. We stop collapsing the quantum probability function and fully merge with the universal wave function. So you see the power and the secret of the four letters and its associated practices spans from a very distant path directly into our present, far beyond, into what we are to be or to become. And it can be used in all aspects of our present and of coming times.